Hello, Matt Smith here with week 3 assignment, video journal, all about self-awareness, working against racial bias. I just completed the module about 10 minutes ago, and what a great module that was. Very eye-opening. Took a lot of notes during it. Have things right here. I have my timeline, which I'll get to in a little bit. But very informative module. Very informative PowerPoint. Very informative week. It's very important for us teachers and educators to know ourselves in order to know our students. Have a sense of our own culture and our own identity so we're able to better understand our students' cultures and our students' identities. A lot of good things stood out to me in the modules. One, it's just, I really had no idea that when it comes to teachers in America, that 82 to 87% are white, and that the way like the scale's going with diversity among teachers and students, there's diversity among students is skyrocketing. It seems like each year there's more and more like ethnically diverse students. But teachers, there's none. It just stays the same between that 82 and 87%. So while our schools and our communities are getting more diverse, our teachers are not. So it's very important for us to learn about these ethnically diverse students and their cultures. And the way we do that is by learning more about ourselves and how our biases may get in the way and how our biases may affect it. Something I loved about the module was personal biography plus culture context equals identity and experience. Who we are as people, our experiences, what we have done, where we have been, who we are, mixed with our culture, our background, people before us, our traditions, makes up us and our experiences. I thought that was very interesting. Getting to the timeline. First one I put on my timeline was a big thing that I did that really opened my eyes is, I come from a small town in Northern California, kind of where the start of the farm town on the northeast kind of side of the Bay Area is called Vacaville. Grew up there, small town, predominantly white, kind of like a humble, farmy kind of town. A lot of kids, everyone's really involved in like their families, their kids, the youth sports, the high school sports, big deal where I'm from. So to me, that's kind of all I've ever known is like sports and excelling in sports and excelling in school and being involved in school. And then when I went to college, I moved to Oakland. I went to Holy Names University in Oakland. And moving there, it was just such a big culture shock for me. I got really into volunteering through my school. It's a very liberal arts school with a lot of volunteering opportunities. I volunteered at the Oakland Catholic Worker, and I also volunteered at some schools within the Oakland School District. And just going to those schools and just seeing how different it was from where I was from, it really opened my eyes. Like, there's just so many different people from so many different backgrounds, and it's really important to know that and to know how your background affects how you might see theirs and to be conscious of that. It's very important to be conscious of who we are, where we come from, our biases, maybe what we've been told is not what everyone else has been told. So it's very important for that. And then next on my timeline, and something that I will get into about me, is that, you know, I'm in recovery. I'm someone that struggled in the past with mental health problems, addiction problems, things like that, you know, and, you know, the way I grew up and how I grew up, it's nothing that I ever thought I would be in, you know. You growing up, you always have this stereotype and this biases against people with mental health or like addiction, or it's like, and then when you're in it, you realize that it could just happen to anyone, and anything you think you might know about it or yourself or anything, it's just all wrong. And being in recovery has really opened my eyes to other people struggling. You know, I work at a Title I school, and I see a lot of students whose parents are, you know, active addiction, active alcoholism, and, you know, they struggle with it, you know. And, you know, for me to be able to level with them on that and understand it, having gone through it myself, is, it's a blessing. It is a blessing that I am able to do that. I really put that at the forefront of my teaching. My education is the understanding of students who struggle. You know, like I said, I never thought it would happen in my life. I've seen it through family members, friends, and everything, but the next thing you know, I found it in my life. And to come out on the other side, you really have a lot of sympathy for people that are going through it, and especially when it comes to my students. You know, I always offer someone they can talk to about it, because I understand. You know, I'll get to a few of the questions here. You know, what did I learn about myself after completing the module is that just have to be very conscious about how I look at things. Very conscious of my bias, because, you know, when you're teaching, you know, especially elementary PE, there's class after class after class, so many things are all happening at once. It's easy to get carried away. Hey, go sit over there. Hey, go take a lap. You know, but to take a step back, to seek to understand, and then respond instead of react is a big thing for me. And I learned that I need just a little more of seeking to understand. Information that was new to me, kind of what I addressed earlier, just like how the population of white teachers and how that's kind of staying still while the population of diverse students is skyrocketing from all over different places, you know, playing different cultures, playing different backgrounds. That stood out to me. I will implement this knowledge that I acquired from this module by, you know, seeking to understand, being aware of my own bias, catching myself when I may be acting upon these old ideas that I may have. One of the critical incidences, like I just said, you know, I'll touch on it again, is just being a soundboard for students who are struggling with parents or family members or aunts and uncles, anyone in their life that's struggling with sort of mental health issues, maybe addiction issues. It's a real serious problem, and it's, you know, it could take a real big toll on a 10-year-old, and they might not know how to express it, and that's the reason maybe they're lashing out and acting out. So to let them know, you can talk to me, you know, I get it, I understand. It's a very difficult thing. So to be there for the kids. So I'm coming up on 10 minutes here, but man, what a great assignment. What a great week. Thank you. And look forward to hearing the feedback. Thanks.